Man, what's up, bro? I told you to search. I'm seeing it now. Searching now, bro. What the fuck? Cause I was trying to see if my other dog was on. Other nigga who play lyric in the other part. Nah, he ain't come through, so he might not be on. No. I opened up a part over there, see if they were gonna join. He ain't come through. I ain't never talked to him, and then I'm sitting in the lab at MVP. If I see one from you, I'll just come to that. But I'm waiting. You coming to this one? But I'm saying it should have been popped up. This shit tripping. Yeah, let's do that. Back out. I'm out. I'm out now. Just tell me when to search. I thought. Get. Who paid? Oh, so you said depth chart now, rushing me. Oh, weak. Damn, man. Alright. Damn, he hype. He done hit him up. He done hit him a 5 hour energy. Now he lit. Okay. Okay. Look, them niggas that got out the popcorn for this tonight, baby. Let's get it. This nigga over there crunch. Let's go. That's what I like to hear.
Named for the legendary coach and co-founder of the Bengals, here's a good look at Paul Brown Stadium on the riverfront in Cincinnati. The enthusiasm of the Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the Minnesota Vikings.
Cool. Straight on Dick.
Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway from Cincinnati. Brandon Wilson now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They go play action with Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down. Now it's Burrow. Flush to his right. Here's Higgins out of the right side.
And how about the rapport that these two had last year as rookies? Exactly what the Bengals had in mind when they made Joe Burrow the first-round pick and T. Higgins the second.
The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Burrow on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake, Cousins. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Joseph's got it. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
From his end zone, Wilson. No return here for Wilson. It's a touchback. It'll come out to the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. On 3rd down, Burrow.
Oh,
It's
man.
incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Every offense tells you they want to come
Nigga
out and
made
start
Pat
fast.
P
That's
20
not
years
unusual
old
at all.
again.
But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team right on the midfield stripe. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook. Tackle made that time by Mike Hilton, former Steeler.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Play action now. Cousins. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Cousins to throw it. Escaping the pressure right.
Ooh, bro, you fell no way in here. That boy hit this.
Frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanking it on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away.
Come on, bro.
He couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. 20-yard line. 20-yard line. 20-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? The turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
Throwing again on second down. Burrow. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. He takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A handoff to Mixon. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a great return as he takes this up just shy of the 45.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
I didn't even put it out there.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On 2nd and 7, Cousins. Going for Jefferson downfield. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years. The arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no.
Wow.
And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
From his end zone, Wilson. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. For the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He gets this one to Boyd. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. So, CD, big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, the headline, the addition of a 17th regular season game. What did you think when you heard the news that this was happening?
Well, my first thought, partner, was finally, because we've heard about a 17th game coming for a long time, and now here it is. So the beautiful part about all of it is that 17th game is going to be like these interdivision, interconference type games that are going to match up and play out over a 4-year period. And that's kind of cool. And I was looking forward to seeing some of the matchups that were going to come out of that for that 17th game. And could that be the game that decides a bunch of division titles?
Toward the sideline, did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow.
Oh my
and that one drops down, incomplete. Good
coverage.
coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Second and 10.
Big 13. Big 13.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big connection on that one. 37 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Hayden Hurst there to make the grab. And the Bengals have got it back to a one-score game. So now the Bengals offense will stay out there as they'll decide to go for two. And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. Being chased out left. And he'll get in for the 2 points, and in so doing, cut the deficit to 2 points. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is a defense getting the...
Now Cook hit and he wants the football.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now a good job shifting right, finding his target. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. First down, here's the run with Cook. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Cousins now from the 50.
No.
Looking left sideline, incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing is Cousins. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow.
Man, go.
Intercepted yet again. Picked off at the 28.
That ball was out of bounds, bro.
Get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. Boy, so another interception. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure.
Wait that boy caught that. Man, God.
The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
Play fake. Cousins. They'll roll him out right. And that falls to the ground, incomplete.
Come
a nice
on,
job of bodying him up defensively.
Third game of the
and now it brings
season.
up third down.
You over there huffing and
Good
puffing.
field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. They go play action. Cousins.
The Woozy. What you doing back there?
Take it all the way to the 2.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll run for it with Cook, and they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Cousins on the keeper, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there, because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too. Having that lead.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. He's going to loft one deep left side here.
Talk to me. Oh, my God.
Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Burrow. Dancing to his left. That is taken in by Hurst. And all the way down to the 35. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half.
Come on,
this one from 48 yards away. McPherson's kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after that first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon in charge.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Nwangu now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. 2nd down, they go right back to Cook. Nifty move. Cook able to escape. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the
you ain't here to play.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Room past the 20. Oh, great grab by Chase. And he's all the way up to the 39-yard line that time. A big play that time on the catch and run. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. Hey, they made no bones about it. They wanted to throw this rookie right into the fire, see what he could do. He shows what he can do there.
And you have to really put the time and effort in because playing a receiver in the NFL is a difficult task. And for a rookie, all that you have to learn to get on the same page with your quarterback, that's excellent coaching, and how about how he's picked things up?
Picking things up in a big way with a big play in his NFL debut. Now a 2nd down and 6. Now it's Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon.
Ah!
Hit, and all the ball is held, and the Vikings pick up the football.
Oh, my God.
And they're going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. Joseph on for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. From his end zone, Wilson. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you got, and this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards and just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
Nwangu now from his end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He will score. Touchdown, Minnesota.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. The linebacker Jordan Hicks flying in there for the sack. After the sack on 1st down, Burrow. And he's going to go down again. Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Steps away. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
On 2nd and 7, Burrow. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 43. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make this a second down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And that is incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Again, it's Burrow. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt.
Exactly.
Maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
He's going to be a superstar on 23.
There with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
On second down, it's Cook again. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. It's Cook, and a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. To throw is Cousins. Completes it to the fullback, Ham. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 43.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing, Cousins. Buying time to his left. And this is Cook with a grab. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Cousins now. Eluding the pressure right.
Let's go.
Complete on the deep ball.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he will find his man Chase complete. A good start there on first down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That will be the key to this drive.
First down. Here's Burrow. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And he is finally out of bounds, just shy of the 5, all the way down at the 6. A big play there for Cincinnati. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll give it to Mixon. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. On second and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. Burrow gets this one quickly out wide. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Boyd, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Bengals have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. He'll buy some time right. And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation you got.
Man, come on, bro.
Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown,
okay.
Minnesota.
Okay. I ain't the only one seeing it, right? Okay. I know I ain't crazy.
The Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
I know I ain't crazy. That's Dalvin Cook after 3 seasons. That ain't the first season Dalvin Cook right down there. All right.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. The Burrow's throw caught by Higgins. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
I know for us it's fun, and it's not so much fun for the rookie receivers when we see them coming into the league and we're good training camps. You see them working on getting 2 feet.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And normally when you see guys moving this fast, it might be a fly pattern from a receiver or a toss sweep from a tailback or something like that. This was designed as a passing play, and then he got out of the pocket, and he just took off, and he just kept gaining momentum with every step.
At his top speed, according to Next Gen Stats, well, really, it's ridiculous, impossible, whatever you want to call it. 22.6
Yeah, who I need to get unlocked? Okay, Mom.
Yeah. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score, but bottom line, they are still on top with the football. And a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. Ezra Cleveland, the guard, called for the penalty there. Cook following the penalty. You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the
Come
ball.
on,
Where they're
bro.
at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because
Come
field position is
on,
going to
bro.
determine these play calls.
You
And
can't
backed up
tell
where they
me
are,
this man
I don't
ain't
even
out of
think about
pocket.
putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off.
On 2nd and 15 now. Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 3rd and short yardage, Cousins. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith.
Yeah, I know this shit.
He's got a little daylight. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. A good run there by Cook on 1st down, powering his way forward, a gain of 6.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like
clock.
We just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. Again, it's Cook. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Left side, Cook. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. A give. This is Cook. And he'll be brought down shy of the 1st down marker at the 11. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
I know he known for that, man. He known for that. Better things.
And this one is right through. And that will push the lead up to 5.
Well,
so a nice kick there as they are
we played pretty good.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
From his end zone, Wilson.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you got to...
And now look at this.
Man, God,
and the Vikings pick up the football. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
No way.
The final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. It's going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come.
Almost 300 on your
Vikings, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than
number one
that to
receiver in
start
the
the
league.
year.
Let's go.
And they'll get another road
I'm
test
calling
next
it.
week as they head to Arizona to take on the Cardinals.
We play
Meanwhile,
you,
for the
we in
Bengals, they go down to defeat here.
You barely slipped by. You about to go to sleep mad, sucking your thumb. You out. What the fuck, dude? Yeah, ain't nobody mad. Nobody mad. Nobody mad over here. That was the greatest comeback ever. What you talking about? You have a 20-point lead? Alright. Well, call sign and see how he feeling back down there. Yeah. We play again, I'm sure. Oh, we need some offense. I gotta get mixing in there. I'll be alright. Hey, you unlock my wide receiver, please. Please don't take no points off of this stats or attribute. For real, cuz. He should have whooped the Dolphins out.